What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're talking about female age dating strategies. Now we're going to talk about not only her age range and the categories that I section them off in, but we're talking about how to deal with her based on her age range. All right, so I'm going to give you her age range and what she's going through when it comes to dealing with men and her attitudes towards men during that age range and that time period, and then how we as men can capitalize on these types of women. All right, so no further ado, let's dive right into it. So the first section of women we're going to talk about is women ages 18 to 23. Now, women ages 18 to 23, they're going to be the most physically desirable. They're going to have most men try to get with them, and this is going to lead them to thinking that they've mastered the dating game. When little do they know, all these men want to do, because this is their peak of their beauty, they're 18 to 23, this is the peak of their fertility, all these men want to do is just sleep with them, and that's it. They don't want anything outside of that. But they fail to realize this, and they think they've mastered the game, which therefore then leads them to being stubborn. So then it becomes hard to give them dating advice. So they don't want to listen, even though they're in the peak and in the prime years, to really get something popping off with a good man, with a man that's actually thinking of a long-term future with this woman. But they don't want to listen. They see all these men around them. They think they've mastered the dating game. This is like the peak time period where they run through all the bad boys, all the Chads, all the Tyrones, and their desirability is just a physical, superficial attraction. It's not really true attraction. It's all surface level based on their looks at the time. Next up on the list, we have the second category, the second section, which is ages 24 to 30. And these women are just exiting the most desirable phase, which is obviously the 18 to 23 section 1 phase. And they're beginning to see signs of aging at this phase. So they can't eat, they can't drink, they can't smoke, they can't party like they used to. They're a little more self-conscious. And for the first time in their lives, women in this category, in this section, they begin to get a dose of reality. And because they're getting this dose of reality, they have to become a little bit more self-conscious and make mental changes, because they understand they're getting older, so they'll have to adjust their dating strategies, because they're still competing with the up-and-coming section 1s that are turning 24 to 30. So the competition gets a little bit more difficult now. Next up on the list, we have section 3, which is women ages 31 to 40 years old. And usually these women have gotten out of long-term relationships. They were probably in a long-term relationship in section 1 or section 2, and they're just now getting out of it. It probably didn't end well. You know, they probably have some sort of resentment. It wasn't a good breakup. It's very emotional for them, because they most likely were married or in a very, very serious long-term relationship. And we'll talk about how we can capitalize on this later. So now that you understand the background history of the age ranges and the experiences they've gone through in each age range, we're going to talk about how to deal with her based on her age range over here, because guys, I don't like just making videos without solutions. So we're talking about solutions here on this channel. We got to move towards more solutions in this space. We can't just complain all the time. We got to make solutions. All right, so for age ranges 18 to 23, section 1 over here, you're going to want to avoid any thirsty behavior with these women. All right, these women right here, they're getting hit up from everyone. Every guy from every age range is hitting up these women, wanting to sleep with them, giving them all sorts of attention, simping like crazy. So what you want to do is be the opposite of that. All right, and what you want to do is also avoid her mindless seagull chatter. Okay, what does this mean? Just like the seagulls in Finding Nemo that were like, mine, just constantly talking about nothing, you want to avoid when she's talking about nonsense. And what you can do, because she enjoys talking so much, but it's about nonsense, is you can upgrade her mind if you choose to do so at this age, especially because she's young. So what do I mean by you can upgrade her mouthpiece at this age? So since she likes talking, you should steer the conversation in your direction. You can ask her about her goals, her early family life, her relationship with her parents. You teach her how to think deep, and a woman like this will respect you for it, and you'll be able to get it in. Now we move on to section 2. How do we deal with women in section 2, which is age ranges 24 to 30? All right. So this woman right here, she's seen all the new younger girls from section 1 enter the scene as competition now. Women in this age range see 30 years old is creeping up. It's right on the horizon. They can almost see it now. They can get a glimpse of, holy shit, I'm almost 30 years old. I need to chill out, and I might need to be looking for a relationship to settle down with a good guy, hopefully. All right, but most women choose not to. So she has to start getting goal-oriented now, and she's going to look for long-term security. So women like this, you'll understand these types of women when you go out and about with them, when they ask you questions like about fatherhood, parenting. They're trying to really get to know who you are and ask you more relationship-based oriented questions. Where do you see yourself? They're going to subconsciously, whether they choose to or not, start doing this just because of that instinct within them to settle down with a man at this age. Their body intuitively already knows that, hey, the clock's running out. You should settle down with a man at this age that can provide not only resources, but he'll be a good father to your children. So that's what she's looking for at this age. Something very important to understand about women ages 24 to 30 is that they're either very serious about life and they want to have a husband, they want to have kids, they're moving towards that long-term relationship and that stability, or they're looking for that last minute freaky little action that they can get before they hit the wall. All right. So women like this, they're going to explore threesomes, trains, bestiality, maybe girl on girl action, whatever they have that they want to get out in their system before they realize they have to settle down. This is the age range they're going to try to get it out of their system. So they're either going to go the long-term path with the stability in the relationship, or become absolute freaks. So this is pretty straightforward, but if you want to get in a relationship with a woman in the age range of 24 to 30, then you should look for a female that's wanting to get into a relationship in that age range. But if you want a woman that's fun and a freak, you got to get with a woman in this age range that's trying to get everything out of her system. So how do we deal with women in age ranges 31 to 40? Now, usually this is a woman that was in a long-term relationship and something went wrong. So a lot of these women, they're going to need that reassurance because, once again, they're in an older age range. 31 to 40 is not no spring chicken. But unlike the other two age ranges we just talked about, women in this range, you can get into sexual conversation with them very fast, okay? And they're very accepting of it, and they actually appreciate it because, you know, they're not really getting it like that. They're not getting those compliments that they used to, and they're feeling a little insecure about themselves, and they need that reassurance, and you could be that reassurance for them. You can give them that hit that they're looking for, all right? It's like a crackhead that needs a hit of crack, and you can give them just a little bit at a time to keep them coming back to you. Women in this age range usually end up being real freaky because they've been in a relationship for a long time, or they've been out of the dating game for a long time. So they're really looking to have that sexual reassurance and kind of like feel like they got it again, all right? It's kind of like Michael Jordan, how he goes back to those high school tournaments or those summer camps that he puts on, and he has to kind of show that he still got it again. He goes up and he does like dunks still, and he plays these kids one-on-one. It's kind of like he's trying to see that he still got it. He's trying to show that he still got it. And you would be like the kids that, you know, you're giving him that validation, all right? You let him beat you a little bit, even though he's an old man. So how do you deal with women in this age range? What you're going to do is try to get them away from their family, get them away from their kids, all right? You know, they have a lot of responsibilities at home. Usually they'll have kids already, or they'll have an ex-husband, they'll have some family at home. You got to get them away from their family, away from their kids. Let them relax, let them chill. Maybe go get a drink or something like that. Talk to them sweet, you know, compliment them on their sex appeal and all that. Get them feeling good about themselves. Get them feeling young again, feeling desirable again. Got them. But never validate her to the point where she feels like you can't get women from section 1 and section 2, okay? You always want to let her know, listen, you're lucky to have me, that I'm even gracing you with my presence, because I could easily be with an 18 to 23-year-old, and I'm gracing you with my presence, so, you know, you should be grateful to have me around. Always let her know that, and she will stay in line. She will do whatever you want. These are the freakiest ones, guys. These are the freakiest ones right there. So hopefully this video was informative to you guys and you learned something today. I want you guys to take all this information that I just presented and go out in the real world and actually start applying this to women in these age ranges, I can guarantee you this will work out for you. If you apply all my strategies on this side and you interact with women based on your understanding of what they're going through in their lives. Most 99% of guys don't even know how to do this stuff. All right, so you guys are already a step ahead of the game. Clicking on this video, watching till the end, taking notes on this. Rewatch this video if you have to. Take more notes on it. Really apply this and understand the concepts that I teach when I do videos like this. If you enjoy content like this, you want to see more content like this, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss it. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed rest of your day. Continue working on yourself, men. Continue taking pride in being a man. I'll see you guys. Peace. I'm gone. Have a good one.